It's like this, some things in life are worth waking up early for, and this is one of those days. Welcome along to Suzuka in the rain and potentially the title deciding day on the track where the Formula One adventure started for Max Verstappen when at the age of 17 years and 3 days old he became the youngest driver ever to take part in a Formula One practice session. Well, it could continue today by taking a second world title at the age of 25 years and 9 days. This is the track on which he and the other 19 cars are going to be racing. 53 laps to come in the rain at Suzuka. 18 turns, 8 to the left and 10 to the right. You take your lap time at full throttle for 69% of the lap in the dry, and it was in the dry in 2019 when Pierre Gasly and Lando Norris were dueling going into the first turn. We've got Red Bull against Ferrari going into that first turn for the front row this afternoon. Charles Leclerc starting second. This is him at Spoon Curve getting past Daniel Kvyat last time we were here, and we go to the chicane. Lando Norris and Alex Albon, who was racing for Red Bull then, they collide. Will we get more incidents like that and more damage to the cars today? Well, it's highly inevitable given the conditions out on the track. Forget those red tyres to the right-hand side of your screen, or the yellow or the white stripe. They're the dry tyres. The forecast is 100% rain for the duration of the race. It's the intermediates at the moment that seem the best tyres, but the rain could intensify and the wet weather tyres could come into play. So the starting grid then for the 2022 Japanese Grand Prix, and we have Pierre Gasly starting from the pit lane. They changed his rear wing. It wasn't like for like, it's a pit lane start. Nicholas Latifi then moves up to 19th after his 5-place grid penalty. It's Lance Stroll 18th and Kevin Magnussen 17th. And ahead of those, Alex Albon, who was just 5/100ths of a second away from Q2, alongside Mick Schumacher in the Haas. Zhou Guanyu starts 14th for the third time in 4 races. Yuki Tsunoda in his first ever Japanese Grand Prix will start 13th. Valtteri Bottas 12th. It's his best start in 5 races, but his worst at Suzuka since 2013. He's got Daniel Ricciardo for company. Ricciardo 0.003 of a second away from Q3, where his teammate Lando Norris made it, and Sebastian Vettel too. George Russell starts 8th for Mercedes, out-qualified 5-0 by Lewis since the summer break. Fernando Alonso 7th, with his teammate Esteban Ocon 5th, and Lewis Hamilton 6th, his first start outside the top 4 here since 2012. Sergio Perez and Carlos Sainz both have their best ever starts here at Suzuka, and for the 8th time this season, it's Charles Leclerc and Max Verstappen sharing the front row. Verstappen, who in his last 2 visits to Suzuka has collided